Welcome to the home of WWE News Rumors and Gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, Seanzviewent.
I recognize and I realize that we are in the middle of SummerSlam Night 2, but what I need from you, the viewers, the fans, the subscribers, and hopefully you sign up to become a channel member to help save and secure my future. What was your review of last night's SummerSlam Night 1 Saturday? Were you for it? Were you against it? Did you like it? Was it a scorcher? Was it fire? Was it boring? Was it dull? Was it underwhelming? Was it overwhelming? What did you think about SummerSlam Night 1 last night? Again, as we are in the midst of SummerSlam Night 2 right now here on the Brash in the Brazen. We raised the bar to all-time levels and new heights for each and every one of you. You will agree that this is where it all culminates, guys. We got Night 2 going on, but what was the match of the night last night? What was the moment of the night last night? What drew you in? Again, did you agree with the match order? Did you agree with the winners? Did you agree with the losers? It all boils down to you and what we got and what we saw, what we witnessed at SummerSlam last night from the New Jersey, New York area, MetLife Stadium. It was red hot. It was off the charts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the midst of a TLC multi-tag team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But let's get into this massive rumor because we just saw, well, here's what is not a rumor. All right, before we get into the rumors and the gossip and the speculation, let's again bring up what is not a rumor. Tonight, SummerSlam Night 2, Sunday night, we saw the return of the Hardys and the Dudleys, who really rose to supreme and took the TLC match to a whole nother level and catapulted it to heights we have yet to see again. Boy, is that something else that we saw the Hardys and the Dudleys tonight at SummerSlam. Now, of course, Edge and Christian were also a part of that match to make it a triple threat. But tonight we got a lot more than just three teams in the ring competing to be the best, competing to say that they are at the top of the WWE food chain. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking about being at the top of the food chain, we got this rumor and coverage coming in right now here on the Brash and the Brazen. Fans of both WWE and AEW were stunned by the shocking rumors that have been circulating online. According to various sources, there is a strong possibility that WWE and AEW have struck a talent exchange deal that will see former WWE superstar Dean Ambrose make a surprise return to the company, possibly as early as tonight's SummerSlam or in the middle of it. For those who may not be familiar, Dean Ambrose's real name, Jonathan Good, who made a name for himself in the wrestling world as a member of the popular faction and stable, the Team The Shield, alongside Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. After a successful run with the group, Ambrose went on to have a successful singles career, winning multiple titles with the WWE. However, since then, Ambrose's star only contributes to rise in AEW. He has become one of the top stars in the industry, holding the AEW World Championship and having epic matches with the likes of Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, among others. His departure from WWE seemed permanent, and many believe that he had found his new home in AEW. However, and again, this is all during SummerSlam, guys. I said I was going to give you the most extensive, the most exclusive. So the news of a potential exchange, talent exchange, between the two companies, AEW and WWE, has left fans buzzing with excitement and speculation, according to rumors online. Could we see Dean Ambrose back in a WWE ring as early as tonight? Or is this all just gossip and wishful thinking? At this point, it is important to note that these are just rumors and nothing has been confirmed by either WWE or AEW. However, it would not be a far-fetched idea. We have seen in the past that WWE and other promotions such as TNA Impact Wrestling have had talent exchanges. Even the old ECW, AAA, multiple other wrestling companies around the world, indie promotions. Now, this allows wrestlers for both companies and gives fans the opportunity to see dream matches and fresh new matchups we thought we would never, ever see ever again. You see, in these day and era in wrestling, it's not about putting each other out of business. It's about working together. If this rumor turns out to be true, it could have huge implications for both WWE and AEW. Now, for WWE, it would be a major boost to their already stacked SummerSlam card and could potentially lead to a bigger storyline involving Ambrose's former Shield brethren, the brothers Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. For AEW, it could mean losing one of their top stars, but it could also potentially introduce a whole new audience to their product as fans tune in to see Ambrose's return, the return of the Lunatic Fringe in WWE. As we all know, Ambrose left the company, the WWE. Many speculated that it was due to creative differences and the restrictive nature of WWE's schedule. But in April of 2019, Ambrose made his first WWE post appearance under the name Jon Moxley at AEW's Double or Nothing event several years ago. But let's not get ahead of ourselves yet, guys. Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. No. Because, again, these are just all rumors and nothing has been confirmed. As fans, we can only wait and see if there is any truth to the gossip. But one thing is for sure, whether it happens tonight or in the future, again, did you hear that? In the future. If it doesn't happen tonight or in the future, a Dean Ambrose return to the WWE would be a major moment in the wrestling world, and it would have a profound impact, the likes of which we have not seen or heard since the return of CM Punk a couple years ago at Survivor Series. In an instance where everybody said, oh, CM Punk, he'll never return. He'll never come back. He'll never be in the WWE ever again. But where is CM Punk? He's in the WWE yet again. Until then, let's just sit back and enjoy the speculation and the excitement and the rumors as they are ramping up, and they are amping up, especially with SummerSlam on our screens right now. We're going to have to pay full close attention to what we're getting and what we're seeing at the extraordinary first ever two-night SummerSlam, this being the second night of this epic, exhilarating event. And boy, is it off the charts. The writing on this event could not be any higher, guys. It could not be any more significant. It could not be any more prominent for SummerSlam tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, that certainly is not all, because we're also receiving word right now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. Breaking news. The Dudleys and the Hardys again appeared at SummerSlam tonight. Naomi pinned Rhea Ripley to retain the Women's World title at SummerSlam. And the match order for SummerSlam Night 2, also a massive Eddie Guerrero spoiler. Yes, a huge Eddie Guerrero spoiler for tonight's SummerSlam. We'll see Dominic Mysterio, according to those in the know, Fightful Select is reporting that an Eddie Guerrero-style entrance with a car will take place tonight in honor of the late, great Viva La Raza, Eddie Guerrero. WWE has finally found a name for the Seth Rollins group with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. WWE has filed to trademark the name The Vision in World Wrestling Entertainment. Your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback on all of that. Also, as we all saw, the opening match for tonight's WWE SummerSlam, Naomi's father to perform at SummerSlam as the world saw earlier tonight. Randy Orton broke The Undertaker's SummerSlam record last night at SummerSlam Night 1. And, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know, originally Randy Orton and Jelly Roll were going to get the win last night, but at the last moment, at the last second, the plans switched, and the WWE went in the direction of Jelly Roll and Randy Orton actually getting the loss at SummerSlam, and what some might say was a surprising state of affairs. Breaking news on John Cena and Cody Rhodes. While WWE has yet to comment on any potential fallout with Travis Scott, it is known that he has been scheduled for more appearances earlier in the year, which quietly fell through. John Cena's heel turn, captured by WWE Unreal cameras, now appears to have been partially reworked due to The Rock's absence. Notably, the aftermath of that storyline shift was not included in Unreal footage, suggesting that creative adjustments behind the scenes. As for tonight's headliner, sources say that the result and surrounding details of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes in a street fight for the undisputed WWE title are being kept very close to the vest. Several writers and producers have reportedly not been informed of the direction by design. Part of WWE's effort to minimize leaks and preserve the superstars. Again, your feelings and your thoughts on all of that. Also, I am in a terrible amount of pain and have a hole in my leg. This is what Dustin Rhodes said. And we all know what Dustin Rhodes has to do with Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Your feelings, your thoughts, and it looks like Gargano's about to be driven through a table. What are we going to get here? What are we going to see here? You're going to get a little bit of a live reaction for SummerSlam 2025. Oh, wait a minute. Good God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Right through the table. Right through the, by God, table. The bloody table. The broken bodies. The broken bodies at SummerSlam. Oh, my God. I can't believe what we just witnessed. I cannot believe what we just saw through the table. This is TLC at its best. This is TLC at its absolute finest. What a frog splash through the table. Unbelievable. You want to talk about putting your body on the line, guys? They are putting it all on the line in this TLC match. Absolutely stellar. Well, this is going to steal the show for both nights, it would appear. It is going to steal the show for both nights. The tag team division has never been hotter in WWE. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Also, following last night's WWE SummerSlam, Braun Breaker may not be 100%. Braun Breaker may not be 100%. And what did you think? Did you think that Seth Rollins' cash-in on CM Punk was probably the most sickest cash-in we have ever seen in the history of the WWE? It was probably the saddest cash-in, the most revolting cash-in in SummerSlam history. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, that certainly is not all. Because according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, Seth Rollins' SummerSlam angle from last night might create mistrust in the WWE. Yes, you heard that right. It might create mistrust in World Wrestling Entertainment. And why would that be? Well, Seth Rollins' shocking Money in the Bank cash-in at the end of SummerSlam on CM Punk set off a wave of speculation, not just about the title change, but about whether WWE worked its own talent by faking this injury. According to PW Insider, WWE actually went to great lengths to sell Rollins' knee injury as legitimate. At Saturday night's main event, the company treated the injury as entirely real. If Rollins' injury was a work all along, very few people were in on it, and the company also worked the talent and employees, the report stated. Rollins would have also worked his students, and that is a slippery slope. The surprise return and cash-in moment came as CM Punk defeated Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. The report raises concerns about internal trust if WWE did indeed blur the lines between fiction and reality with its own roster. Its own roster. If you start working the talent, if that is what they did, it can definitely create mistrust, according to PW Insider. As a fallout from Seth Rollins' return and title ripples throughout the entire company, questions remain about how far WWE is willing to go to protect the surprise and whether the deception could create long-term repercussions backstage in World Wrestling Entertainment. Again, your thoughts, your comments, and your feedback on all of that. Absolutely crazy. Crazy, guys. Breaking news on Tiffany Stratton. It would look as if Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton will be going at it over the women's title, and we're going to see that go down, and it may transpire according to rumors and speculation online. Gunther is undergoing surgery after his loss to CM Punk. It will be nose surgery for the former World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther. Double chokeslam coming up in this TLC match, but no, it's blocked. The TLC match, it's blocked. Wait a minute. The TLC match is still going on. We got chairs, we got ladders, we got tables. Oh my. Lions, tigers, and bears. This looks like a damn demolition derby. It looks like a car wreck on I-95. WWE no longer views Jade Cargill on the same level as Rhea Ripley. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Internal chatter swirls about The Rock appearing in SummerSlam Sunday tonight. Again, rumor and speculation that internal chatter about The Rock showing up at SummerSlam tonight. Your thoughts, your feedback on everything we just heard and read. Dax Harwood goes nuclear on Jimmy Corderas after simp for a sinking ship. AEW dig again. Simp for a sinking ship. Is AEW truly a sinking ship? Seth Rollins' WWE stable name. What do you think about the name of it, guys? What do you think about the name? Are you for it or are you against it? Being called, again, The Vision. And what a vision it is. And it would make sense because Seth Rollins calls himself The Visionary. Seth Rollins mocks CM Punk after WWE World Heavyweight title win at SummerSlam. And of course he would. Oh, wait a minute. We got a hanger. We got someone hanging. We got someone dangling at SummerSlam. Oh, my God. What is this going to happen? Oh, wait a minute. Ciampa, Tommaso Ciampa, what athleticism, what agility. What the hell did we just see there? What is going on, my God? Naomi retains the women's world title after stealing victory from Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. WWE keeping John Cena and Cody Rhodes' main event under wraps, close to the vest, as I reported on earlier. Solo Sikoa lays blame on Paul Heyman for the Bloodline's collapse. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. Drew McIntyre keeps CM Punk feud alive with Karma Dig outside MetLife Stadium before night 2 of SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes says the following: kayfabe isn't dead, it just is different in the Netflix Unreal era. Dominic Mysterio addresses the idea of turning into a good guy, a face, a babyface. Could you even imagine Dominic Mysterio being a babyface in WWE? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Naomi's dad, as we saw, perform for her tonight at SummerSlam. Jacob Fatu explains why he didn't lean on the bloodline for a spot in the WWE. Again, your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. And remember, here on this show, if it weren't for you, there would be no Show and View. We give you the most in-depth, the most descriptive, the most thought-out WWE Show and View team. It delivers it to you, and we do it in real time. Will Ambrose show up? Will there be another monumental return? Will there be any more shocks and surprises? You never, ever know what we're going to get and what we're going to see. We're just going to have to sit back and let it go down and let it sizzle because, boy, it's going to be a scorcher. Subscribe.